Hey everybody, welcome. It's Darren Price, AshamSyllabus.org, coming to you on December 15th, 2014. Motivation is our topic for today. On the 1st of January, we'll be talking about faith. And I hope you took a moment to review the previous videos that we started out with was wisdom, love, and awareness. Moving right along pretty quick through our 7-part series, are we? Today I want to talk about motivation, what it is, how to use it, what's the root of it, and what it's for. So let's always start out with the definitions of our words, which is motivation. What is motivation? The psychological feature that arouses an organism to action toward a desired goal. The reason for the action, that which gives purpose and directions to behavior. Another meaning, the condition of being motivated, or also the act of motivating, providing an incentive. So we kind of have a general idea of what motivation is. Now we'll figure out how to get it and what it means to you and how you should use it. A couple of synonyms for motivation: motive, which is a root word, need, and motivating. Some different types of motivation: by act, by deed, which is causing or doing something, or the state of, which is a condition or status, like a motivational status, motivated, being motivated. Moving right along. And that question was, what motivates you? Is it your job so you can make enough money to pay your bills, or to splurge and go shopping or whatever? Are you motivated by school, which is getting education and knowledge, which you definitely should be motivated to get, and wisdom? Are you motivated by your friends and the relations that you have with them? The friendships, or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. How about your family? Are you motivated by your family? The relations that you have with them for growth? Are you motivated by growth in your family? A sense of peace and accomplishment. How about that for motivation? That'd be a good one. I'm so motivated to do whatever I can, the best I can, by doing right by other people, so I can have a sense of peace and accomplishment in my life, knowing that I've done something good for the next person and taking myself away from it. So think about some things that motivate you. This is just a few that you can go off of, but you should have some of the same answers that I have listed here. But think about it. What motivates you? Take some time and think about it and put yourself to work. Now, you got to remember that the root word was motive for motivation. So this is where it gets kind of sketchy, because you got to kind of watch out for shady people and the way that you may become, and what your motives are for your motivation for you to do what you do, because there is also a downside to this. So I looked at motive and even broke that down for you. Something as a need or desire that causes a person to act. It's also used as an adjective of or relating to motion or causing of motion, motive energy, or to motivate, to provide with a motive, to impel someone, guessing or questions that excite and motivate. So somebody could probe you, to ask you questions to motivate you, or do something to motivate you. So think of some examples in your life that you've been asked a question to motivate you. You may have been asked a question that you didn't have the answer to, and then all of a sudden you got motivated to research that. And there's an example of being motivated or to excite you, to make you move and act. So again, I ask you, what is your motivation? What is your motive based on? What are your motives based on? The motives that motivate you, the motives that give you motivation, what are they? And why are they? Is it out of love? Is it out of hate? Is it out of fear? Or is it out of self? So you can be motivated by love just because you feel that sense of, I love this person so much, I'll do whatever I need to do. Or I love my job, or I love my business. So therefore, I'm motivated every day for the love of it because of the sense of love. Are you doing something out of motivation for hatred? Are you doing it to get back at someone? Is your motive to get back at someone or to dislike or to hate someone because they're not you or you're not them? Is that what your motivation is? If that's what it is, we got some good news for you. Are you doing it out of fear? Are you motivated out of fear? A lot of people, and we don't even know what, are motivated out of fear to do things, which life shouldn't be that way, but unfortunately it is. That people get threatened in certain instances, by their family, friends, or bosses at work. They get threatened, so they get scared, and then it becomes their motivation to do something or to not do something. So you can also regress for motivation. And lastly, why are you doing it? Are you doing it just for yourself? Are you being selfish in your motivation, which means it's all about you and nobody else? Is that what your life is based off of? Because if you are doing it for self, then that's not love. That means you have here fear and hate for another person. So that breaks it down to selfishness. So think about the motives that you have for your motivation. Proverbs 16:2 NIV. All a man's ways seem innocent to him, but motives are weighed by the Lord. So that's what I said. Why are you doing what you do? Are you motivating someone else? Are you doing it because of you? Are you doing it to gain something that somebody else has or to take it from them, whether it's their heart, take their spirit, even steal anything from them, whether it's physical, mental, anything? You may have a personal vendetta and you're motivated by hurting that. Your motivation is hurting that other person's feelings. And your motive is because they may have done something to you. So that's not wise, because here's your reasoning right here. There's another example. When you ask, you do not receive because you ask with wrong motives. Then you may spend what you get on your pleasures. So again, and that's James 4:3 NIV. Again, watch your motives. Think about what you do and why you do what you do. Think about it first, because is it for selfish gain? Because it's only going to last so long, and you got to answer to God for that. I mean, other people will judge you and condemn you, yada yada yada. Especially if you hurt their feelings, they're going to tell you about it. Well, most of the time they'll tell you about it. First Corinthians 4:5, to the effect of, will expose the motives of men's hearts, whether from false motive or true, spring from error or impure motives. So these are different verses that you can also research. And again, I encourage you to always read the whole chapter so you know what's going on before and afterwards. First Corinthians 4:5 is talking about the motives of men's hearts. They will be exposed. Because if you're doing something and it's not of your heart and it's ill will, it'll backfire on you. It will. Karma, whatever you want to call it, it's going to come back around, and it won't last long because your motive for doing what you do is not fair. It's not just. It's not proper. However you want to consider it to be, it's just wrong. So whether from false motive or true motive, Christ will be served. And you have to read that whole verse in Philippians 1:18 to get what I'm getting at. The good part about motive is whether you're doing it for real or you faking it, is being done. So if it's positive and you're doing it just to be doing it, even though you don't feel like doing it, goodness is still being done. Spring from error or impure motive. So again, if you read the whole verse, 1 Thessalonians 2:3, it's about kind of jumping to conclusion or jumping straight into something, straight into motive. So don't do it out of error or impure motive. Think first before you react. A couple of good quotes that I like here. One's from actually Benjamin Mays. The tragedy in life does not lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. Benjamin Mays. The entrepreneur is essentially a visualizer and actualizer. He can visualize something, and when he visualizes it, he sees exactly how to make it happen. Robert L. Schwartz. Some food for thought for you. Motivation. What is it? Motive. Why? Think about it. Please do, because it's detrimental to your life, to the people around you, and to your future. Have motivation, but make sure it's for the right motives. Think about it. God bless you. It's Darren Price at syllabus.org. Asham, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everywhere, Pinterest, YouTube. I appreciate everyone with their feedback and comments. And again, this is all for the youth. I do these things in different colors on the video just so you people can see it's a subliminal message in that. And it's about the colors that mix together that still make one statement. If y'all didn't see the clip I did on racism, I did it in different colors. All of these, I'm writing these out because I'm taking the time to do it. And so that young people out there can grasp a hold of it. Take the time to read it again, look it up. But again, it's a blend of subliminal messages and why I use the different colors. As said, you can put a word together in 8 different colors and it still comes to be a word. You can spell faith in 5 different colors and it's still going to say faith. So again, it's unity. God bless y'all. Prayerfully, y'all have a good holiday and see you January 1st, 2015. And we're going to be talking about faith. So be looking out for more videos coming soon as well. Interviews coming up from a lot of our youth to address some of the issues that are going on in today's society. God bless you.